See if we can get anybody to come in a live stream today. Thinking about shaving that old beard off. Looking a little scruffy. Need a haircut. There's old Kent. Hey, Mike Parr, how are you doing? People texting me. How y'all getting along? I know Kent's out there cold. Said he was going to get out of the truck to go pee, but he was inverted. I'm doing pretty good. I wish it'd warm up just a touch. I think we've only actually been coon hunting this year 5 nights. Needed to warm up just a little bit. I think when I got up this morning, it was like 6 degrees. Yeah, it's too cold. I mean, we've hunted years ago. We used to go, I've turned, not spook, but tracker. I turned him loose one night. We was at a competition up in northern Missouri at Edina. It was 6 below zero when we cut him. But, I mean, the dogs, if they're in shape, they can take it, but I can't. I went to the gun store today to buy, we're going pheasant hunting Saturday. Need to buy some shells. That's ridiculous. $19 a box for pheasant loads. Jeremy, we have hunted in colder weather. Kevin Myers, how you doing, buddy? That ain't been that long ago, Ken. It's only been a few years back, a couple years, maybe even last year. I hunted spook last year at 7 below. I went up northwest Missouri, me and Little Austin, after that big snow. But I'm not doing her this year. Me and Kent's getting ready to go south. I appreciate that, Kevin. That big old coon's getting ready to go taxidermist, Jeremy. Hey, Bull Daniels, how are you doing? They still don't have their eyes open yet. I think this is day 11 or 12. Oh, I remember, Jeremy. Yeah, that frosted snow was cutting their feet up, their pads. That taxidermist, he told me to just keep that coon in the freezer, and I said, hell, it's colder outside than it is in the freezer. How much snow y'all got? Oh, Kevin, all them puppies are doing good, buddy. Still got 13 of them. Oh, yeah. I just go in there and pick them up and pet them all. And let Ellie out. She goes to the bathroom. There's Miss Becca. How are you doing, youngin'? But they're doing pretty good. All them puppies are. There's not a runt in the litter. Normally you have a litter of puppies. Within the first 3 days, you'll have 1 or 2 that don't make it. And this 13 puppies were born, and all 13 still going good. Oh, Kent, he calls me telling me he needed to go pee, but it was too cold out to pee and this and that. And I said, hell, I'm peeing right now in the snow. David Malloy, how you doing? Oh, is that right, Bull? I don't mind the snow. But right now, my driveway's got about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches of ice. We didn't really get a lot of snow. We had a lot of sleet and then snow on top of it. I hadn't been live in 2 or 3 weeks. Thought I'd give her a shot. See if we can get anybody in here. I need to start going live more regular. Oh, is that right, Kevin? I'll be up there Saturday, Jeremy. Robert's going to take us pheasant hunting. Now, there ain't no runts, Jeremy. They're all the same size. There you go, Bull. I just drink a little coffee. That keeps me regular. Mike Looney, what's up, River Rats? Yeah, that darker yellow puppy, that's a little girl. She's going to one of my good friends. I have not hunted with Mike Looney. We haven't coon hunted yet this season. What's going on there, buddy? Oh, there you go, Kevin. I came in your live stream the other day for a while, but I never did see you. You got 6 in the house and only 3 thumbs up. 3 of you don't like me. N.E., how are you doing, buddy? Hey, Junior. 37 degrees here in Texas. Well, you got us beat. I checked, it was 10 degrees when I got out of the truck. You had a dream, you got one. Yeah, but you traded it off. You stole one of my puppies in your dream and traded it for Lily back. It is cold, Mike. Jessica, come in. Hey, Jessica, sorry, I didn't see you come in there. How are you doing? $19 or $20 in Kentucky. Me and my boy and Dylan, we're coming up. Robert said he'd take us to somewhere to go pheasant hunting. Cost me $100 already just buying the shells. I am doing fabulous. I hope I'm doing this good Saturday. I can get out and do a little walking. What are you laughing at, Kent? That ain't funny. Kent got out of the truck and he figured out the true meaning of inverted this morning. There you go, David. I'm up to 8 thumbs up now. I'm hoping we can get into some pheasants. I haven't shot any since last year. I like taking them pheasant breast and putting them in some shake and bake and bacon things. I know you did, Becca. Pheasants are good eating. They're more fun to shoot. Well, thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. I need to get some watch hours up. Inverted. Hey, I did that the other day. I stepped out there, and I don't understand. Something about cold air makes a man go inverted downstairs and his titties stick out so far they'll cut glass. I ain't figured all that out yet. Proud Pinoy, how are you doing? Thanks for coming by. I'm doing great. Old Kent, he got to figure out that inverted thing today. Poor boy. I felt bad for him. He said, I got to pee. And I said, well, that's what I'm doing right now. I think if I was a woman, I'd be a lesbian. I ain't putting them down. I'm just saying. I'm just relaxing, drinking Dr. Pepper. Love my sodas. I wasn't sure I'd have enough, so I brought a whole 6-pack. I wonder if we went coon hunting tonight, if we could tree a coon. What do you think, Kent? That's awesome, Kevin. Everybody needs a little shout out every once in a while. I was getting ready to go live in Coffee Outdoors. He posted a video of their trap line. His boy Cody, he's just tearing them up. He's out trapping the old man. Hey, if my dog gets treed, we're going to go in there back. What do you think, Kent? You want to go try her out this evening? All right, David, you be careful out there, Bubby. I hear you, Jeremy. He said he got permission to hunt a big CRP field. I hope he puts us on them. Them daggone shells, $20 a box. That's ridiculous. 3 or 4 years ago, you could buy them for $8, $9 a box all day long. Now, if you can find them, they're 20. El Canarum, how are you doing? Welcome aboard. Oh man, Bull, you're killing me, buddy. I love them mushrooms. Last year was the worst year I've ever had. I think I found 2 or 3 total. Normally we'll find 500, 600. Last year was terrible. What time you getting on tonight, Kent? Is that right, Bull? I'm planning on coming out to see you this spring. Oh, I love mushrooms. I'm gonna try to make a trip out, meet Bull Daniels in person. Oh, is that right? Man, we've got a spot that for the last 5 or 6 years, it's loaded. All right, Kevin. But it seems like every year they just dwindle down. We've even used the onion sacks, and potato sacks to spread the spores, and every time we do it, every year there's less and less in there. But that first year we found that spot, shoot, I'd be afraid to guess how many. Over 2,000, wow. He said he's been seeing them in there, Jeremy. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to take Duke along. Lydia, how are you doing? Happy New Year to you. If there's birds in there, they're going to be in trouble, I can promise you that. Duke can find them. Joy Stewart, how are you doing, youngin'? I don't know. I spent $100 on shells. I hope he ain't calling bull. I seen one this morning, Mike. I just drove to Macon and back. Ran over to Bevere, the little gun shop there, and back home. I seen one eagle. I thought yesterday was her birthday, Joy. I hope so. We're up 13. I thought I was out of Dr. Pepper and I was going to have to start drinking sweet tea, but I found another 6-pack hiding. Junior, we're supposed to head out on the 17th to go to hunt with Darren. Should probably be in Kentucky the 18th or 19th. I thought maybe we could try to get together and catch a little coon hunt with you. Well, today's not your birthday, Becca. Well, that snow's bright. Hey, Gio, how are you doing, buddy? Appreciate you. I know, silly, I'm just teasing. I'll turn this around and let you see my bird feeder. Them daggone blue jays come in there and they push all them other little birds off. Beck, I appreciate you sharing links out. Bull, do you all have a spring bear season? Always wanted to shoot a bear. Got all them little birds out there. Them blue jays, they'll hit that thing and me too, Jeremy. They'll hit that and they just scoop out a bunch of seed on the ground. Oh, Lydia, them little puppies are growing. They grow a little bit every day. Their eyes are still closed, but that'll happen here in the next day or two. Is that right? You got 3 rows? Oh, you only have 4. Do they have a good coat on them during the fall? I always thought you shot them in the spring to get the best fur. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt. Big Dan, how are you doing, buddy? John Euler. Good Lord, we got a crowd now. Big Dan's telling you happy birthday, Miss Becca. That daggone blue jay. Them things just scoop that food out on the ground. That's right, Jeremy. Blue jays flying in there. Heck, there's one on the ground, two or three in the tree. There's another two on the ground. Are you sure your birthday's not in January? I'd love to shoot me a big old bear. Take care, Jessica. Thanks for coming by. Heck yeah. What's wrong with two birthdays? She's only 28 years old, so what's another extra one? John getting a kick out of that. Take care, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in. We're getting ready, filling up tackle boxes, getting ready for about the end of February. Be going over here catching some crappie. There you go, buddy. That's what I need. Shit, my guns are laying all over. That daggone blue jay right there. He's just scooping that bird seed out and throwing it on the ground. He gonna keep it up, and me and him are gonna have a heart to heart. I'm getting ready to take mine in, Mike. I'm gonna take it over here to Perry, Missouri. Lori's Crochet Corner too. How are you doing, Lori? But I'm gonna have him tune it up and change the lower unit oil and all that. Get it ready for spring. Where we go crappie fishing, we do it from the bank over there. When we took it out duck hunting, it was so cold. I mean, it started and everything all right, but the shifter deal. Jeremy's Tournament Cats, how are you doing? I'm doing awesome, Lori. But the little plastic deal on the shifting arm, it only costs like $1.89, a little plastic piece of crap. But that thing breaks every year. Doing a 12-hour live fishing tomorrow. Heck yeah. Everybody's messing with their boats. It's too cold to mess with mine. You ready to go spoon billing? I'm getting ready, buddy. That's going to be a fun time. You always go with your other buddies. You don't ever go with me. My boat's not fancy enough. Oh, there you go, Mike. No, I only went one time last year, Jeremy. I don't have them all them fancy stuff that you guys got on them boats. Oh, there you go. I could put mine in the barn. I'm looking for a wood stove to put in the barn. Crows are flying in down here. I was out here this morning, watched 4 deer walk across there. I got a good fish finder, but I don't have any of them dipsy divers. At home with Jen, how you doing, girl? I'll break out my 6.5 and see if I can tear one of them crows apart. No need wasting bullets, though. There you go, Gio. I ain't never done. I did one carp fishing tournament one time. I fished it with Dad. I'm doing amazing, Jen. Dad had the only carp on that day. Got it almost to the bank, and somebody flashed a camera, and that son gun made a spin and took a run and pulled out. Nephew Austin D, how are you doing? Appreciate that. I found 5 boxes at Bass Pro, Jeremy. I shoot the 147 grains, and I think they were $40 a box, and I bought all 5 of them. I'm all right on them, and then while we're up there this weekend, buddy of mine loaded me up 6 boxes of 22 250s. So I got to pick them up. 4 boxes of 30-06. I'll be good on the rifle ammo. Man, that's my way of fishing. Fishing from the couch, buddy. Nephew Austin, I appreciate that. Who needs a 22 250? I love mine. That's a coyote thumping son of a gun. Boy, them crows are tempting me before I'm sitting there on that limb. Oh yeah. I need some more 22 250. You can't find it anywhere. You can find 308, 223, all them. Thanks, Jen. I, I called Kent the other day. I said, I just drove home. I said, what's the deal? He said, what's the matter? And I said, all the way home, everybody's yard is brown and there's no snow. And I get home and this is what I'm dealing with. But everybody else around me, their yards are brown. I had 4 boxes loaded, Mike, for Caleb because he didn't have any. There you go, Bull. You know, that's an underestimated round, that little 222. There you go, John. I remember that. I love the snow. But this problem with this snow is it wasn't really, it was mostly sleet. And then we got about an inch of snow on top of it. But it's melting pretty good off the roof. I don't know. The sun's heated up the roof. With a pimp hat. That's right, Bull. Kick back in your pimp hat and your wife beater, and they're about 100 yards off. Thank you, Miss Becca. I like that 6.5. That's 6.5 Creedmoor. I pulled the trigger 3 times this year, and I tagged in 3 deer. Carl Shield, how are you doing? Don't look like it, but there's quite a bit of limbs and brush in front of them crows. I'm doing awesome. I appreciate you coming in. I just hadn't done a live stream for a little bit. Thought it'd come on for about an hour or so. You need a pimp hat now? Heck yeah. Need old Timber Hill in here. I thought she was going to come in. Joy, when are you and Scott going to get out and do some fishing? I want to see y'all out in your new boat. FedEx man pulling in. I hope he can get out. Oh, John, they're growing, buddy. They still don't have their eyes open yet, but they're close. Heck yeah. Got a boat just to put stickers on. They don't want to use it. Jen, it's amazing when they were first born, they were only about 4 or 5 inches long, and now it takes 2 hands to hold them. They're Labrador puppies. They were born Christmas morning. Oh, I'm telling you, I don't think you'd have any trouble ice fishing here. Oh, I love them Labradors. I love them. You can use them for anything. If you want to hunt pheasant and quail or rabbits or ducks, I mean, you can. They just go get whatever. And I've got Duke. I trained him. He'll point. All my crows left. The problem here is it gets super cold, and lasts for 2 or 3 days, and then it'll get up to 45. The other day it got up 44 or 46, something like that, and then it melts down a little bit, and then it gets super cold. Oh, you got two magpies? I wonder if they're any good to eat. I ain't never ate a crow. Big bad storm going south. Is that right, Jeremy? That's fun shooting crows. I don't think we've got any snow in the future. It's supposed to rain a little bit Saturday. I got invited to a fish fry Saturday afternoon when we get home from pheasant hunting. My boy's putting on a little fish fry. Gonna cook up some spoonbill. I could think of a better eating fish. 43 in 3 hours, good grief. I bought me a new Fox Pro game collar, and that's what I've seen. It works really good on crows. My boy called in a red fox the other day, but it seen him before he could get on it. I'm ready to go crappie fishing. Jeremy took me to a hole last year fishing, and I had to take a little bit because I wasn't catching any. I was using a little beetle spin. Cow tipping, good Lord, Becca. But Jeremy finally tells me, he said, they don't usually hit too good on those beetle spins in here. And I said, well, what do they hit on? Because he was catching them and I wasn't. And he showed me. So I'm always subject to change. I put it on him. Well, Jeremy, we need to go hit that pond again. River rats. That was fun. Jeremy said he ain't never been beat by anybody in his own fishing hole before. You probably still a little magpie back. Heck yeah. Live again on Saturday? All right. Everybody keep that in mind. Starting to cloud up here. Caught a mess of perch the other day. It ain't gonna happen this time. You know, it's funny because I take Caleb and, you know, in the springtime, early spring when that water's cold, we use the pencil bobbers. And them crappie, your bobber will just barely move. You know, they just pick it up and put it in their mouth. And Caleb can see that. He's got way better eyes than me. Eating smoked salmon. There you go. I love eating perch. I like crappie, but my favorite's flathead. Flathead and blue cat's my favorite. I used to love crow hunting too. It's kind of cloudy here now, Kevin. Sun was out earlier. I need somebody to teach me how to go striper fishing. This lake right here where I live is full of stripers. All right, nephew, take care, buddy. I appreciate you coming in. I like to go rabbit hunting too. I ain't been yet this season. I might do that tomorrow just because I haven't done it. Well, I don't have a trolling motor on my boat. I used to raise beagles. We was rabbit hunting all the time. Turn you around here and watch these birds again. You got what in your boat? Trolling motor? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to buy new batteries this year for my boat. See all that food them blue jays kicked out of that feeder? We used to have we had an old Johnny Stewart record player, played them little bitty records, and that's what we had, a speaker on top of that, and called crows in. We had about a dozen and a half, 2 dozen of the paper mache decoys. See, I've only got, it's just a 1848 John boat, so there ain't a whole lot of room to put a trolling motor. Sunny Stormy, how are you doing? Nothing. There ain't nothing in that tub. It actually needs to be picked up and put out in the trash. Every boat needs one. Well, I like to run lines on the river, and the trolling motor on the front usually gets in the way. Actually, my lights that I've got on the front, they get in the way when you're trying to run lines off the front of the boat. Thank you, Kev. I appreciate that. Good grief. Julie, negative 22? That's crazy. It is, Mike. The trolling motor, when you're running lines on the river, it gets in the way. I don't have a console in my boat, Jeremy. Mine's tiller. I've just got a little 25 horse Mercury on it. It ain't pretty and it's not fast, but gets me from A to B. John, you take care, buddy. There's Miss Vanessa Kitty. How are you doing? Daggone, I was complaining about it being cold here and it's 10 degrees. You're good grief. 30 degrees colder. Is the sun shining there yet, Sonny or Julie? Vanessa, we were supposed to get this snow here the other day. They were calling up to 8 inches, and they were calling that right up until the time it started freezing rain, and all of a sudden it went down to an inch. I was hoping for a big snowstorm, but we didn't get it. Weatherman can't never get nothing right. We'll give them kitties a big hug. Oh, is that right, Jeremy? I mean, ours really hadn't melted. What you can see is what we got. We had mainly sleet. Um, we probably had an inch and a half of sleet and then maybe an inch of snow on top of it. Well, hopefully that snow's still on up there. And pheasants have a hard time running in the snow. Make it a little easier. I wish we'd have got all snow. I was out there breaking ice and stuff off the sidewalk and driveway, and there's an inch and a half of ice on there yesterday. There was enough that the kids got to go sleigh riding and have a good time. I wonder where Kent went. I started talking about going coon hunting tonight, and he shelled out. Jen, you take care. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. I enjoyed making that video, Becca. Uh-oh. Get on them. Working on your lunch, huh, Bull? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't had no lunch. I didn't have no breakfast. Thank you, Julie. Get rid of them. We don't need that crap. All them idiots got nothing better to do. Play on their computers. Yeah, that was my daughter and son-in-law's dog, Jinx. He don't know nothing. He's just a pup. We was working with him. Well, Dylan was working him on pointing and stuff. He was pointing pretty good. But Dylan's never trained a bird dog, and they live 45 minutes away. It's hard for me to go down there and work with him, and they live in town. Look who's just popping in here. Old Fossil Creek Brian. How you doing, buddy? Putting groceries away. Does that mean you're sitting at the table eating or putting them in the cabinet? Moon over Miami, how are you doing? Are you up to any good today? Is anybody up to any good? or we just out goofing? Because I'm never up to any good. There you go, Kevin. That's exactly right. Piss on them. We don't need them. Running errands. There you go. Old Julie's on the ball. Judy Mae, how are you doing, youngin? I had a good time in your live stream this morning. I appreciate that. Y'all, if you don't have each other, you grab each other up. The proper way. Don't just be grabbing tushies and stuff. Look at all them blue jays in that tree. Good Lord. Jeremy, I know better than that. You ain't running nowhere. Yeah, those are blue jays. You might walk somewhere, but that's only to the truck. Them daggone blue jays are a pain in the butt. I guess they gotta eat too. They take that food and they just scoop it out and get what they want and throw the rest on the ground. Is that right, Jeremy? Down 12 pounds. Oh, there you go. We got tons of them here. They're annoying. Well, looky there. Jamie showed up. How you doing, youngin? Oh, I got you, Brian. You're all right, buddy. Oh, good Lord. That daggone Brian. You're just doing to get them hounds took care of? There's my bird feeder, Jamie. Birds all over the ground. Who blocked you? Retired Rick, how are you doing? I'm not a big fan. Look at him. He's just picking that food and spreading it on the ground. Well, shame on Brian. That's awesome. I'm glad you're doing good. There's the Bullock Experience. How are you doing? I appreciate you stopping in. Oh, I've got Walker Coonhounds and Labradors. I got a litter of puppies just not quite 2 weeks old. I'd take everybody in the garage and show you the puppies, but I'll lose signal between here and there. More blue jays coming in. Look at that. There's all them stinking little blue jays. Oh, yeah? I used to run coyote hounds. Now there's just too many people around. You can't hardly run a coyote dog unless you go to a running pen or something. Last year we run into a group of guys running dogs, and I was standing there talking to them, and they asked me if I had my rifle, and I said, yeah. And they said, well, can you kill that coyote? We've been after him for 3 hours. So I laid him down. Took me 2 shots. I missed him the first shot, but I'm not good on. If a coyote's standing at 100 yards broadside looking at me, I'll miss him that first shot. But if he takes off running, he's in trouble. My son-in-law said he knows how to tell when something's fixing to die. I said, how's that? And he said, when I hear boom, and then the next words out of my mouth are, well, son of a bitch, that it's all over for whatever I'm shooting at. John, how are you doing, buddy? Echo, how are you? Unpaved Explorer, John. Good Lord, we got a crew now. Yeah, when you hear them words come out of my mouth, it's all over. I missed a fox. Wasn't 100 yards away. Standing broadside. And, just slapped clean, shot right over his back. And he lit out running. Tail was a fanning, and I cut him. I appreciate that, Mr. Howell. Beverly Moffett, how are you doing? Thank you, I appreciate that. Them puppies, something else. It's 2022 now, Kev, not 2020, buddy. Happy New Year to everybody. That's right. I got a feeling it's going to be a good year. Making chili and cornbread. That sounds good. Kent, I've told you, I've known you since 1989, and I've told you that work stuff is overrated. I might make a pot of chili. Oh, back as she gets around. You're a flatus. How are you doing? Thank you. Hey, wait till you get my age, Kevin. Everything goes by 10 times faster. What are you crying about, Sonny? I found that out. The older you get, the faster time goes by. $23 KC, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? That's exactly right. That's right, Echo. Abuse. No abuse coming from here. Oh, Jamie, you ain't but 27. That's right, he's a ginseng digger. Always wanted to try that. How much are you supposed to get, Jamie? Well, Julie, you take care. Stay warm, girl. Jamie, choked on your vape. Three to six? Well, you better stay inside. There you go, Kevin. Hey, Kent, you want to go hunting tonight in the cold? We ain't had spook out in any cold weather this year. Oh, you got to work tomorrow? That ain't good. Get you a set of chains in your truck just in case. All them daggone blue jays is what it is. Them little bitty birds, they can't get on the bird feeder. They have to eat off the ground. But the blue jays, they come in there and they scoop all the food, little seeds out, going after them sunflowers. All right, Brian, hurry up, buddy. Live in Minnesota, how are you doing? Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, youngin? Guys, if you don't have each other, make sure to get each other picked up. Oh, Kent, he's still not answering me. I may just have to take old Spook out solo tonight. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with eating a little squirrel, Jamie. Squirrels are tasty. Yummy. I was sitting here this morning watching one down here in that creek. Oh, you sick all weekend? My son, I talked to him a little bit ago, and he's got a stomach flu. Oh, I love me some squirrel. Oh, heck, John, well, get your tail over here. Let's go. There you go. Got the groceries done, and heck yeah. My son invited me over after our pheasant hunt Saturday. He said he's thinking about doing a little fish fry, so I might have to go over there Saturday. That means you got to stand on your head and smile back. Oh, it is peaceful here. Oh, you just got done eating some. I'll tell you what, the only thing I like better than blue cat is flathead. Everybody goes on about crappie. Crappie's good eating fish. I like to eat them. But I love them flathead and blue cat. And then walleye. Oh, I love fried fish. Looks like the crows are coming back. Yeah, flathead. That's the whitest fish out there. Flaky. Oh, is that right? I didn't know that, John. I usually, any kind of bacon grease or the fat, when I cook the burgers or anything, I put that on the dog food, but there you go, John. I'll tell you what, mine start getting holes in them when I use the dryer. And I'll tell you, if I get a little hole in my sock, that thing's going in the trash. The washer eats them. Mine end up going in the trash. I can't. What's the matter, Sonny? What are you saying no about? Oh, I always get them in my heels, and then every time I put on my muck boots, then I can feel it. Bluegill are good eating too. I like all fish, but flathead's my favorite. I mean, walleye's really good. I love eating walleye. There you go, Jamie. Just turn the phone upside down. Crow pie. I've seen recipes for that. There's one flying in there. Old crow coming. He gonna go down. Yeah, I give away the bass. I don't even keep bass. We can't use crappie for bait here in Missouri. The best daggone catfish bait you can get, and it's illegal to use. I've heard that, John. I may have to break down. I've ate about everything except possum and skunk. I haven't had a crow. There ain't no limit on them here. They're uh, they're in the garage, Jamie. I'm afraid if I move, the only place I've got signal is right here in the clubhouse. But if I try to go into the garage, I'm going to lose signal. I can try it if y'all want to see the puppies and a little Miss Ella. Thank you, 23. Yeah, crows are edible. I don't think I ever heard of that, Echo. Oh, I'm proud of them puppies. Oh, Julie just being silly. Beck. There you go, Jamie. Well, if you ever eat flathead, you come to Missouri, well, I'll help you catch one. I'll tell you what, it don't get no better than flathead. And they say that you want to turn loose the great big fish. What? I'm not all into that. I mean, once my freezer's full, I don't keep them all, but I, uh, I caught a 74.5 pound flathead and I ate him, and he was just as good as a 4 pound. Now, John, we don't have any wild hogs here. I live just south of Macon, Missouri, retired Rick. Huh, we call them drum, I think. Ain't nobody gonna abuse you here, Julie. Where you from, Rick? Oh, Brian's back. Look at there, them crows are flying in there. Two sitting there wide open. Oh, you're from Illinois? I'll be coming through there here in a couple of weeks. I'm going on a road trip, me and old Kent, taking Spook and Blaze. We're gonna go down through Arkansas. We're gonna coon hunt in Tennessee, Mississippi, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, and then back through Illinois into Missouri. Drum make good bait. What'd you have for lunch, Brian? Now I'm in Missouri. We're gonna go down to Tennessee here in the week of the 17th. We're gonna go make that road trip. Hey Jen, how are you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, 23, that week, we're gonna be going, like I say, me and Kent, we're gonna take out a good road trip taking Spook. So I'll put my phone number on the community page and you can get a hold of me. And if we're close to you, heck yeah. Chicken salad sandwich. No, I've heard about that, but I've never been down there. But heck, Ashland's only about 45 minutes south of me. I appreciate that, Kevin. Oh, is that right? Well, heck, we'll be right in your neck of the woods. I may be bringing home a surprise. Hadn't decided yet. Two old vets, how you doing, Rob? Thanks for coming in, buddy. I wish we had a little bit more snow, but it is what it is. It's mainly ice. Oh, heck, the desert of Saudi Arabia. You got snakes down there. If I come down there, I ain't bringing a dog, Brian. I'll bring my rifle and you can take me pig hunting. Old Spook's 7 years old. He's never been snake bit yet. I plan on keeping him that way. I don't like snakes. I'm not scared of them, but I don't like snakes. I appreciate that, Kevin. My watch hour's been dropping off. Of course, I haven't been doing lives. I started out last year with around 5,500 watch hours, and I'm down to around 950 now. That just makes me nervous, Brian. I don't like snakes. That's why I'm going to I've never hunted anywhere down there. That's why I'm going to Mississippi now, because there ain't no gators and snakes out. Oh my goodness, Echo. 335. Nobody likes snakes, exactly. I mean, I turned a lot of money down for this dog, old Spook, and I don't want to take a chance on getting him snake bit. I don't know how to say your name there, but I appreciate your support. You're welcome in here. Where about are you from, Rick? I know I'm thinking about breaking that 6'5" out, Brian. Oh my goodness, Beck. I've been snake bit by garter snakes and black snakes and stuff like that, but. Oh, okay. I got you. You got two channels. I can barely keep up with one. There you go, Rob. Hey, Brian, are you going to come up to the gathering this year, buddy? Oh, I'm not scared of snakes. I just don't like them. And in Missouri, it's illegal to shoot a snake. Dave and Wolfie, how are you doing, buddy? I appreciate y'all coming in. It'll probably be about like last year, the end of September, 1st of October. Temperatures are starting to cool down. But I found out it's a rough time to tree a coon right there in that little 2-week gap. And it's not that the coons aren't there, it's just rough. So, I mean, that one night we seen, I think 9 coons sitting up and didn't have a dog that could tree one. Me and Jeff. Oh, I hear you, Kevin. We all need help with watch hours. Except Miss Becca, she gets all the watch hours. I was watching a video earlier this morning, and the gal was talking about quitting YouTube, and I felt sorry for her. Oh, my watch hours, I think I'm down around 950 now, but I'm not trying to get monetized. There you go, Brian. I've never had rattler. Drum, I mean, they're good in the spring when the water's cold. Hi, Tina Aggie. But when that water starts warming up, that meat, it gets soft on the drum. I'm not getting notifications on Jamie's shorts. I mean her little short videos, not her shorts. That sounds all right. I'm not afraid to try any kind of food. I love food. I killed a rattlesnake years ago, and I skinned it out and took it to an old boy that was going to cook it. Oh, I love the snow. There you go, Rob. But I ended up, I moved before the old man cooked the rattlesnake, and then I heard he ended up passing away. He taught me how to cook barbecue coon. Jamie's blushing. My bad, Jamie. I can hear them Blue Jays are squawking. Hey, Kevin, you take care, buddy. I appreciate you. Wolfie just stole your lunch. Uh-oh. Ellie thinks she's got to share my lunch. Every time I eat, she'll sit there and stare at me. Becca might just put a whooping on you, Brian. Of course, you might like that. Everybody's a leaving, down to 11. I'll probably stay on another 7, 8 minutes. Call it good. There you go, Dave. Give him a good paddling. Oh, now you're full of crap, Kent. Hey, while you're on here, are we hunting tonight? We haven't hunted in the snow yet this year. There you go, Brian. Back have to break out the bullwhip and make you a steer. Nope, you're the only one, Jamie. How come every time I ask Kent if he wants to go hunting tonight, he don't answer me? Oh, it could be. I wasn't paying any attention. There's always deer out there. Oh, them puppies are getting big. They started out, you could hold them in just the palm of your hand, and now it takes 2 hands. I did look. You never know when there's going to be a deer out here. It's not her birthday, Jamie. And Echo. I'm going to come out there this spring, Bull. Oh, they do move. I don't mind skinning them, though. I think I heard Mr. John Oyler started that joke. Get her done, Granny. How are you doing, youngin'? I guess I'm gonna have to call Kent after the live stream, see if he wants to go coon hunting. He's probably gonna be working too late tonight though. Angela Critters, how are you doing? You betcha it's a snow party. I'm doing amazing. My favorite critter, Brian says. Angela. Jamie, when I get off this live stream, I'm going to go in there and do that little short like you told me about on the puppies. Tell him, Jamie, let's go hunting. We need to get some video of spook tree and a coon in the snow. The daggone Blue Jays are back. I wish there was a season on Blue Jays. Jamie, are you going to go live tomorrow? On your lunch hour? All right, Dave. Hey, I appreciate you coming in, buddy. I'm going to shut down here in a minute. I appreciate it, though. Thank you, Ms. Beck. I appreciate it. All right, Brian. I usually go to bed if I'm not hunting. I go to bed about 8:30, so. But I'll try to catch you if we're hunting tonight. If not, I'll try to catch you while I'm sitting in here. Shoot me a text and let me know ahead of time, though, would you? Big guy. Anybody else going to go live today? We can jump over there for a little bit. There's old Junior back. Old Puddin'. That's Kent's nickname, not mine. All righty, guys. Been going an hour and a half. I think I'm going to jump off of here and go in and get me something to eat. Take care of Ellie and the puppies. Try to get a hold of Kent and see if we can go hunting tonight. So, I appreciate y'all coming in. You get her all taken care of there, Echo. To Neil, hey there, how are you doing? I'm just getting ready to shut her down. But I'll get off here. Appreciate y'all coming by and saying hello. We'll catch you another time. Take care, Rob. Appreciate you, buddy.